Before I would like to thank the lecturer in charge of today's course, Mr. Rizky Shafir SI and SI, who has given us opportunity to carry out the presentation. Then, I also thank my friends who have attended today. I am Farhan Al-Muhaimin, who serves as the moderator for today's presentation.
I am Muhammad Farhan.
I'm Ratu Chadrasa.
I'm Nina Kurnasia.
I'm Putri Wedarti.
In today's presentation, we will discuss law, the development, and general politics. The following is the material that will be presented by my colleagues.
Definition of development and general welfare. Development refers to the progress of increasing the capacity and quality of a region or community, which includes economic, social, political, and environment aspects. The goal is to improve the standard of living, access to research, and infrastructure that support progress. General welfare is a condition where people enjoy a decent life, including access to education, health, good job, and a safe environment. General welfare includes physical, mental, and social aspects, and reflect the level of justice and quality in the distribution of research. The role of law in development. 1. Ensuring justice. The law ensures the protection of human rights and justice for all citizens, which is the basis of social stability. 2. Encouraging investment. Legal certainty attack investor by generating property rights and content protection. 3. Regulation and governance. The law regulation various sectors such as the environment, health, and education to ensure sustainable development. 4. Building infrastructure. The regulation, the law supports the development of infrastructure that is essential for economic growth. 5. Preventing corruption. Strong laws reduce corrupt practice, ensuring that resources are used effectively for development. 6. Encouraging community participation. The law creates a framework for community involvement in decision-making process.
I'm Putri Lekarani and I will explain the material regarding public policy and development. Public policy and development are two concepts that are integrated in the process of managing and developing society and the state. Public policy making process. 1. Public identification. Identifying issues or problems that affect society. 2. Policy formulation, developing solutions and establishing policy alternatives. 3. Implementation, applying the select policy. 4. Evaluation, managing and effectiveness of the policy and assessing whether the objectives are achieved. Various types of development. 1. Economic development refers to increasing economic capacity, recording poverty, and creating jobs. 2. Infrastructure development, building basic facilities such as roads, bridges, electricity, and clean water. 3. Social development, focus on improving life, education, health, and social security. Relationship between public policy and development. The right policies and accelerate development by providing supportive regulation, and more equitable distribution of resources. Conversely, ineffective policies and hinder development. As example, fiscal policies that focus on infrastructure development can drive long-term economic growth, while policies that support education and health can improve the quality of human resources and drive social development. Overall, public policy is a tool used by the government to direct development to improve public welfare.
Social justice issues. To analyze social justice issues relate to the impact of development on vulnerable groups. It is important to consider how development policies often ignore the needs of marginalized communities. Infrastructure development, for example, can result in eviction without fair compensation. The law plays a critical role in protecting their rights through regulations that ensure participation, protection of property rights, and access to basic service. Delving deeper into specific examples of legal cases that have fought for justice for these groups can provide a clearer picture of the effectiveness of the legal system. Social justice in development and legal protection for vulnerable groups. 1. Introduction to social justice. Social justice is a principle that demands fair and equal treatment for all members of society, especially those in vulnerable positions. This issue is relevant in the context of development, where policies and projects often do not consider the impact on marginalized groups. 2. Impact of development on vulnerable groups. Eviction and relocation. The construction of infrastructure such as roads, bridges, or commercial projects often results in the displacement of local residents. Many are left homeless without fair compensation. Access to resources. Development can reduce vulnerable groups' access to resources such as water, land, and health services. Employment and welfare. Vulnerable groups often do not receive economic benefits from development projects, and they may be trapped in inadequate working conditions. Educate communities about their rights to strengthen their bargaining position in development process. 3. The role of law in protecting the rights of vulnerable groups. Regulation and police. Laws can regulate eviction and relocation procedures, ensuring that there is consultation with affected communities. Land rights. Laws protection land rights are important to protect the property rights of indigenous peoples and marginalized groups. Access to justice. Providing easily accessible legal mechanisms to complain about rights violation can strengthen protection for vulnerable groups. 4. Case examples. Urban eviction case. Analysis of eviction cases in Jakarta where many poor people were forced to leave their homes without adequate compensation. Existing laws are often not enforced. Struggle for land rights. Examples of struggle by indigenous communities trying to defend their land from exploitation by large companies. 5. Conclusion. Social justice in the context of development requires special attention to vulnerable groups. Effective legal protection must be integrated into every development project to ensure their rights are protected. Dialogue between government, communities, and other stakeholders is essential in achieving a balance between development and social justice. Recommendation: encourage community participation in development planning, strengthen legal institutions that support access to justice for vulnerable groups, educate communities about their rights to strengthen their bargaining position in development process.
Okay, next, community involvement. Policy process as a discourse factor. This approach was put forward by Fishers and Forsters to analyze policy as a practical process of argumentation. Policy analysis emphasizes the understanding of sociological terms. 2. Opportunities for participation in policy making in the parliamentary realm. Opportunities for participation are at the stage of gathering community aspiration needs assessment. The task of parliament at the stage of gathering community aspiration include 1. Gathering community aspirants through active gathering methods. 2. Gathering community aspiration passive gathering methods. 3. Gathering community aspiration through real community needs. 4. Formulating the result of the gathering.
These are the result of our presentation today. If there are any mistakes in delivering the material, we apologize.